Hello, YouTubers and fellow Kiss and vinyl collectors. I thought I'd do a quick rundown of the 2014 US Kiss reissue albums. I haven't seen a video on YouTube that kind of details what you get in each of these albums, so I thought I'd do a quick video showing this. These albums are very well done. All the packaging is well done. These were remastered at Acoustic Sounds, which is a high-level mastering facility. They were pressed at QRP, which stands for Quality Record Pressing. Another just high-end pressing facility. So these have been done top to bottom with care and a lot of quality. So with that being said, I'll jump in here. This is Kiss's first self-titled album. Great reproduction of the cover. I'm going to try to move fast so I can get under 15 minutes here. Front, back. Really nice reproduction of the Casablanca label. Both sides. We get a standard blank inner sleeve, but it's a nice inner sleeve. It's poly-lined, anti-static. This is the kind of sleeve you want to buy anyway to keep your records in. So good job, Universal, including these. Kiss's second album, Hotter Than Hell. And each one of these comes with a little hype sticker that says 180-gram audiophile vinyl. First U.S. vinyl pressing since 1985 editions. Little Kiss 40 logo for their 40th year. Basically, these have not been repressed since '85 in the US, so here they are. So here's Hotter Than Hell, another beautiful recreation. They even used a metallic silver ink in some of this that just looks incredible. There's the back. Again, we get a standard inner sleeve. We get the reproduction of the blue Casablanca label. Kiss's third album is Dressed to Kill. And this is another area where I just think Universal just knocked it out of the park. The original pressing of this had embossed raised lettering. I don't know if you can see those on there. Embossed raised lettering for these Kiss logos around the border of the photo. They did it. They put them on there. It's embossed. So just another fantastic job. Standard inner. Reproduction of the label. This is Kiss's first live album. It's called Alive. This is the album that pushed them into the mainstream and got the attention of a lot of fans that are still fans today. So again, beautiful reproduction of the cover. Got the back there. Kids brought a poster to one of the concerts. It's been disputed how much of this album is actually live. It sounds like not much, but still sounds great. This reproduction has the gatefold inner images. I'm only going to show one album and one sleeve, but you get the basic standard plain inner sleeves, and I don't believe the original album came with any kind of special sleeve. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, a reproduction of the logo, and the other album in the set looks like this as well. Kiss Alive gave us Kiss's first really nice goodie in an album, I think. We got this nice booklet, nice big booklet, full of photos of the band. And when we were kids, you know, things like this and album covers and the occasional magazine was about all we could find to look at for our favorite band while we listened to the music. So, again, great reproduction of that. Kiss's next album is Kiss Destroyer. This cover was painted by illustrator Ken Kelly. This is my favorite Kiss album jacket. Love the colors in this. Just the artwork is just perfect. So there's that. There's the back. We got, I believe, our first custom inner sleeve with Destroyer. So we get a recreation of that. The original, however, was a thicker cardboard-like stock. And this is thinner, but it's still a nice stock. Nice and glossy, well printed. Got some Detroit Rock City lyrics there. Again, as with all of these, we get a recreation of the label. This particular one isn't part of the reissues, but I thought I'd include it. This is, I believe, from 2012. We have the same illustrator. This is a previous version of the Destroyer cover. This particular album is a remaster done by the original producer, Bob Ezrin. And so he went in and punched it up, changed a few little things, and they released it again in 2012. Love having this cover at this size. A previous painting that was changed for the original Destroyer cover with their updated costumes. This is the earlier version, like their Alive costumes. There's the back. With this, you get another reproduction label. It's for Destroyer Resurrected. You get a plain inner sleeve, and this one is not the poly-lined inner sleeve. It's a plain paper sleeve. One cool thing about Destroyer Resurrected on vinyl is you get this nice kind of 4-page or 2-page booklet. It's got the original cover on the front, sort of a recreation of the inner sleeve on the back, but on the inside, you get a nice write-up on the album. You get some cool photos, you know. I thought this was really neat that they did this in 2012. It's kind of a throwback to the cool stuff we got in albums back in the 70s from Kiss. So, nice bonus in that album. Okay, back to the 2014 reissues. This is Rock and Roll Over, illustrated by Michael Doré. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Bright, colorful cover, reproduced very well. Reproduction of the label for Rock and Roll Over. You get a very well done reproduction of the stickers. Well, it looks like one sticker, but it actually is cut. So there are all sorts of sections that you can peel off individually. But again, just a beautiful recreation of the original sticker that came with the album. Custom inner sleeve on Rock and Roll Over. Very well done. This is their next album, Kiss Love Gun. This is, again, painted by illustrator Ken Kelly, who did the Destroyer album cover. Another beautiful painting. Just gorgeous. So there's the back. With Love Gun, we get a recreation of the custom label that shows the 4 figures from the album cover. We get a recreation of the original custom inner sleeve that came with Love Gun. And we get a recreation of the actual toy cardboard Love Gun. It punches out, you put it together, you flip it, and it goes bang or pop. But, you know, there it is. Very nice recreation of the original. All the way up here in 2016. Or 2014 when it was released, I guess. But so cool they did that. Alive 2, their second live album. Very nice printing on these. Very good stock. Very nice printing. Gatefold that so many of us drooled over as kids. Faithfully reproduced inside. And guys, these albums just sound wonderful. There's the fairly standard label for Alive 2. With each copy of, well, there were 2 albums in Alive 2. I'm only showing one. So I showed that. This is the inner sleeve you get on both albums. Got the crowd going nuts on one side. And you've got a nice catalog shot of the previous albums up to Alive 2. Again, just like the original. You get a set of tattoos that you can cut out and put on if you're so inclined. I'll save mine, but those are, again, just beautiful, beautiful reproductions of the originals. Alive 2 also brought us another cool booklet from Kiss, The Evolution of Kiss. Very faithfully reproduced again. My thanks to Tom Shannon and whoever else provided all the materials for Universal to make these reproductions and made it possible. Back cover there. Just great stuff. Just, you know, when the Beatles reissues came out a few years before the Kiss reissues, they had nice reproductions of the covers. They had all the reproductions of the inserts and the inners, the inner sleeves, and I just thought, oh, it would be so cool if Kiss would do something like that, and I never dreamed that it would actually come about, because Kiss usually doesn't do this kind of stuff, I guess, you know? Anyway, so I'm just thrilled that these exist. Here's one of the solo albums, Paul Stanley. I don't remember the illustrator's name, but boy, these are beautiful paintings. They've really stood the test of time. Seen them on so much merchandise and so many t-shirts and things. You get a custom inner sleeve. I don't believe you get these in the EU, which is really a shame. Again, beautifully printed. Good stock. Glossy. You get custom label with Paul on there from the cover. You get a recreation of the original poster that came with the album. And again, this is another step that Universal took. They didn't probably have to. I mean, these are die cut like the originals. So they fit together on your wall like a puzzle. But there's that. I think the illustrator on this one, if I remember correctly, had like two days or 1 day or something like that to do these illustrations. And so I think they're kind of cool these days. They're different than what you see in most Kiss marketing materials. There's Peter's, same illustrator, beautifully done, using the band's, each member's color to highlight, you know. So we got the green there. Custom label with Peter on it. Same custom inner sleeve. Ace's original album came with an extra sheet of credits, and we get that in the reissue. That's attention to detail. Here's Peter's poster, again, beautifully reproduced and die cut. Ace Frehley, many people's favorite solo album. Excellent album. Again, the custom label with Ace on it there. Custom inner. Poster. There's Ace. Again, die cut so it fits with the other posters like a puzzle. Gene Simmons. Custom label with Gene on there like the others. Custom inner. All four of them have these. The last poster. Just like the one that came with the original Gene Simmons solo album. Next up is Dynasty. Another great reproduction of that cover. These just look gorgeous. very, very, very cool custom label that uses an image you'll see on the poster that comes with this album. Custom inner sleeve, very disco looking, using each member's color. Same on both sides, just like the original. Dynasty also came with this huge poster. And again, Universal recreated this just like the original. I had this up in my room as a kid. I still have it, but I wore out the corners with tack holes. But well printed, glossy, good stock. Good job, Universal. Last but not least is Kiss Unmasked. The illustrator on this one is Victor Staben. Kind of a comic book style layout on the cover there. There's the back. With this one, we got a plain sleeve. I think the funds, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say the funds in the Kiss Corporation were maybe dwindling a little bit, but that's not fair. We get a poster with this one. So anyway, you get the standard poly lined inner sleeve. I think the original sleeve was white or black. You get another beautiful custom label on that one. Again, this is the same illustration that you'll see in the poster that came with the album. And this is the poster that came with Unmasked. Nice recreation of the original. It looks pretty much just like it. Illustrator Victor Staben. A lot of people think that Peter is closing one eye winking because he was already halfway out the door leaving the band. So it was kind of a little wink and nod to the fans. So there's that. So this is part one. I will do part two soon to finish up the rest of the Kiss reissue albums. But I just can't recommend these enough. The packaging is done exceptionally well. They sound amazing. They're just a quality product all around. And this is for the US editions. This is what these are. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part two.